What's going on, Patriots, Red Nation? Yesterday's event at the Capitol was a very unfortunate event to happen, and God rest Ashley Babbitt's soul, rest in peace. She will be remembered as a martyr, as a person that stood up against, I guess, tyranny, some would say. I bet the Dems will jump on this, or they've already started trying to do damage control, because this doesn't look good on the Democratic side. Is it their fault? I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's Trump's fault. But no one, white or black or brown or any color, should get shot in the House at the U.S. Capitol. It's all our house, right? It's every red-blooded patriot American, right or left. We all have a right to be in the House, right? We all have a right to speak our voice. And while some will say, I don't think it's very patriotic to be damaging and breaking into the Capitol, I think we could say the same thing about other groups that have been protesting early and mid-year of 2020. And I don't have to say those groups' names. You know. To what level, there is no definition to say at what level is damage or violence or rioting or burning buildings or destroying monuments. Look how many monuments got destroyed this past year. And of course some will say, well, that's all that's racism stuff. It's still vandalism, right? It's not black and white. As much as I'd like to say it's black and white, it's cut and dry. It's good and evil, because depending on what side of the spectrum you're on, one side will say they're evil, we're the good guys, and the other side will say we're the good guys, they're the bad guys. Same thing with the Democratic and Republican parties. They each point the finger and say, nope, it's you to blame. The reason why y'all don't have $2,000 checks is because of the other side. On the other side will say, well, no, it's not us, it's them. They want to throw in all this extra unspending money. Unneeded, unwanted, expenses. It just goes back and forth to the point where it's just like, dudes, we're not getting anywhere like this. And I think we're all sick and tired of the political arena of all of it. It's just complete nonsense to the point where it's a mess. And the thing that I want to say is, when is enough enough? When is enough to say, look, we're not getting anywhere as a country. We're too divided. And I kind of hope the next 4 years, this year starting to the next election, as much pushback as the Democratic side said, not our president, and they just continue with charges and charges and charges against Trump. You don't think he got fed up with that? I mean, how fair was that not to at least let him run the country? Give him a chance. You don't have to like him, but just give him a chance. I mean, they fought him tooth and nail. And so you wonder why he's a little bitter. You want to know why he's a little upset at the whole system. It's because he just felt cheated. If they would have let him just run the country and just support him and say, look, we don't agree on everything you do, but we want to support you, the Democratic side, and say, look, but it was almost like they were unwilling to bend the knee to do the right thing for all the people, right? To say, look, we don't agree on everything. We're going to work with you, but you got to give us something back too. So we can be in unity, join hands, sing Kumbaya, and everyone applaud. It was always this division between the Democratic Party and the Republican side. And I almost feel like, I've said it before, we're going to end up seeing 2A states. We're going to end up seeing Republican states where if you want to live a Republican life, you can go move there. Remember, all 50 states are not equal. Just because you live in the United States doesn't mean that you have the same freedoms as other states. All right, guys, I don't want to ramble here. God bless us all. We all deserve freedom and liberty. So, adios.